Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Pete and this is the Nairobist. Now today I just want to talk about this issue of the first daughter, Miss Charlene Ruto. Charlene? Charlene? It must be Charlene. I mean Charles, Charlene. Charlene Ruto has been all over Twitter. Trending. I think about I don't know how many weeks now. Um some of you are salty, some of you are supportive. Some of you are bewildered. What's going on? Um, Yesterday, Charlene was trending for somebody decided to give give her a moniker, a nickname, and now they're calling her Quickmart Ivanka. I must admit it's pretty funny. It is quite funny, but mean at the same time. Why, man? Why? Why all these hate on her? I mean, I understand that she's a public person, so she's going to experience this kind of stuff, but um, there's a level in which I've been going through your comments on this trend, and clearly there's some deep-seated hatred. Some of you have an issue because she's the president's daughter, and she has no official capacity, official office to be gallivanting all around the country for God knows what. But as we shall see in a bit, I think her agendas are becoming clearer by the day. What she's interested in, what she's up to, we'll get to see that in a bit. But let's talk about this quick mat Ivanka thing. All right. You all know who Ivanka is. Ivanka is Donald Trump's daughter. And when Trump was in office, she similarly didn't have any official capacity in Trump's government, but obviously um, she had a lot of sway in matters government, uh, given the amount of meetings and trips that she took in a quasi official position. And Charlene Ruto seems to be aping what Ivanka did. Aping is not really a good word for it, but she's kind of in a similar way doing what Ivanka was doing, but in her own way, not in a manner that is direct. But there's a lot of similarity there, so it's not. It stands to reason why people or somebody, some evil character somewhere, who has not come out yet to say who he is or she is, gave her this name. Tokelezea bana. Pengine unaweza pewa kakitu kama ule mrembo wa Rigiji. Um, so I'm just gonna go through your comments. I don't really have much to say about this issue except that um, I think I understand where Charlene is coming from. She obviously has high political ambition. I think out of all of Ruto's children, she's the one that has demonstrated that capacity to swim in the murky waters that is Kenyan politics. And all power to her. I mean, I cannot hate on it. If you look at the other side of the political divide, we have Kalonzo Musyoka's son, we have Winnie Odinga, all of them who seem to be interested in politics and demonstrated by their election to Iala. You can surmise that yes, they are leveraging their fathers' and whatnot, and that seems to be unfair in a way. But let me tell you something. All of us, kila mtu, all of us are hardworking. We are working hard to build a life for ourselves so that our kids don't have to go through what we went through, so that our kids have a platform to springboard from. They don't have to start from scratch the way we did. That is the whole agenda. That is the whole idea. Going back to Trump, they say Trump at one time said His dad gave him a loan of only a million USD to start his business, and people gave him a lot of flack for that, saying that some people started from scratch completely. They didn't have that $1 million. But that's the whole point of hustling as a parent, so that your kids don't have to start where you started. You give them an advantage. That's how it is. That's how the game works. So for people to hate on Charlene on this is, I mean, kind of stupid if you ask me. All right, let's go through your comments and see what you have to say. So there's this guy called Pedio Canairo, and he says Quickmart Ivanka is Charlene Ruto. So Ivanka was Trump's daughter who had no assigned role in government but was involved in the governing affairs of US. So Ruto's daughter Charlene is a low budget version of Ivanka who keeps popping up everywhere like Quickmart copied. Um, I think this Quickmart Ivanka thing is heavily borrowed from US meme, something Walmart, something, like a cheaper version of something, if I'm getting that right. And it is derision, really. Like, you're putting somebody down for what they are doing by comparing them to a perceived more maybe bougie version of that thing. Uh, this is a defeatist mentality, if you ask me. As Kenyans, we should not be, involving ourselves in such mindsets. This is like you're basically shitting on one of our own. You know, who says that Ivanka is more? The idea that the whites are more superior. That is what I'm getting from this. Like, so Charlene is a cheaper knockoff version of that. Why are you comparing the two? They're two individuals who are different in their own right, and they are excellent in what they do. So why are you comparing her to, like, she's a cheaper version of Ivanka? She's not Ivanka. What? This is just silly. Junior Kering 132 says, who has more who has a more promising political career? Charlene Ruto, like for her, or retweet for Winnie Odinga? So basically, inevitably, this was going to come up anyway. Like, these two are going to be pitted against each other. So Winnie Odinga, who is Raila's daughter, and Charlene Ruto, who is President Ruto's daughter, and both of them have political ambitions. And I guess we'll just have to watch their political careers and see how they pan out. But from the will and zest that I've seen Charlene have, if I were a betting man, I would wager on her for sure, for sure. But who knows? Who knows? We'll get to see how this goes. All right. Nahashon Kimemia says, men who bully fellow men are the weakest. True that. They try to compensate for by projecting on fellow men. Kisii Governor Simba Arati is a weak man. Alijifanya Simba when it came to Kimilili MP Didmas Barasa, but uliona vile alikuwa anakaa certified simp when dealing with Charlene Ruto. I guess this is the interaction when Charlene went to um, Kisii to meet the governor, Mr. One, His Excellency Simbarati. John Choko. Now that Charlene Ruto has been going all around, did she solve drought problems? Like in my county, Narok, what solution did Charlene Ruto come up with? Since my able governor and 40 MCAs gathered and listened to briefings from Nabii daughter, did you guys receive rainfall? Okay, sawa. Opinions ni zako. Alright, the Star Kenya has this article, why Charlene Ruto is trending on Twitter. So, in summary, netizens have since compared her to former US President Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka Trump. She has urged students to embark on a massive tree growing on massive tree growing as a climate change adaptation and mitigation measure. This is one of our agendas that I was talking about earlier, that I think she has a penchant for climate change. So this must be one of our agendas. Even her going through all these to all over the country, to these counties and meeting all these governors, I bet it has something to do with this climate change issue. That doesn't downplay that she is ambitious politically, not for 1 second. This has all the markings of a person with high political ambitions. President William Ruto's daughter, Charlene Ruto, is currently trending at #1 on Twitter. I don't know when this was written. This was written in 27th of November by Mani Anyango. Kenyans on Twitter have raised concerns as to why she has been visiting different county assemblies, having meetings with governors, and running different initiatives at the same time. Governor Patrick Olen Tutu: I have hosted Charlene Ruto and her team, who paid me a courtesy visit. Our discussion centered on climate change, environmental issues, and the impact of various interventions we have deployed to mitigate the adverse effects we are facing as a county. It's a very beautiful picture of Charlene and the governor with a tree planting exercise going on. There's another article that was written by Citizen Digital, and let's just have a look at that. This, by the way, is an impressively written article by a guy called Kenneth Gashie. Charlene Ruto, the busy diary of the president's daughter. All right. Since our father assumed office, Kenyans have been seeing more and more of Charlene Ruto, who in public radiates the polished hominess her father has made his trademark. Unlike the Gatsby-esque political class with which she regularly hobnobs, she eschews the pompous grandiose that surrounds our leaders, preferring to instead arrive silently and immediately submerge herself into the diffidence made famous by her mother, First Lady Rachel Ruto. Kizungu tupu. I just want to end by saying that, yo, Kenyans, maze, this idea of crabs in a bucket mentality, trying to pull each other down, is stupid. I think it has roots in our education system, where we basically are trained to work on our own and not on a collaborative manner, and you don't want to see anybody else succeeding. So it's a competition, but it's in a stupid way. You don't want to, when you have the information that can help another person, you don't want to share that info. When you see another person succeeding, you don't want that. You see, that's terrible, man. So I think it's a mentality that is deeply steeped in us, and it's just horrible. So this young lady is doing something that is fantastic, no doubt. If you remove the political lens out of it, just look at the ambition that she has. It should be something that is to be emulated, that ambition alone. There will be the political angle, which that is subject to public debate, but that's not the issue for me here. The issue is people just the ad hominem attacks on her and a person, and I think that is very unfair. But as all things, time will tell. That's it for now. Subscribe, and until the next time, bye bye.